We know for sure that Squid Game Season 3 will be the final chapter of Gi-hun's story. This information was confirmed by the show's director, Hwang Dong-hyuk, in one of his interviews. But what kind of ending awaits the main character? Watch till the end to find out. You might be surprised. You may not be aware of this, but Gi-hun's story was originally intended to end at the conclusion of Season 1, which was a long time ago. After the events of the first season, Gi-hun finally starts spending his winnings. He finds the Squid Game host's phone number on a card in his pocket as he prepares to board a plane to America to see his daughter. When he contacts you and inquires, "Who are you?" he is told to get on the plane and go. Instead, Gi-hun makes a right turn, leaves the airport, and begins his own investigation, ushering in Season 2. We are all familiar with this story. However, the initial outcome was significantly different. Director Hwang Dong-hyuk has confirmed that Gi-hun actually boarded the plane and left in the initial version. Yes, this version was recorded and is currently in the studio's archives. 2 endings were shot during filming, and the one we see was chosen as the final one. The director might have thought about ending Gi-hun's story in Squid Game and focusing on someone else even in Season 1. But the decision was changed, and player 456 played the Squid Game in a second round. Even though the final season has been officially confirmed, we already know who will play important roles in Squid Game spin-offs and upcoming series. For now, let's return to Gi-hun's future in Season 3. More on that in a moment. Small details frequently have significant repercussions in Squid Game. Because of this, the idea that Gi-hun is Il-nam's son has gained support. Just look at these particulars. We see her name on the card, Oh Mal-soon, in Season 1, when Gi-hun steals his mother's card to withdraw money for horse race bets. Gi-hun's mother could be Il-nam's wife or sister because her surname, Oh, is the same as Il-nam's. From their first meeting during the games, Il-nam develops a close relationship with Gi-hun. When all players have left the game, he is the one who meets Gi-hun outside the game and motivates him to come back. Il-nam calls Gi-hun's son a lot during their time together, even mentioning that they come from the same neighborhood. Il-nam gives Gi-hun his jacket before the marble game, claiming that it makes him appear more solid. Il-nam probably did this to prevent Gi-hun from being eliminated, despite the fact that he was aware that they would play in pairs. Because of player 001's significance, the guards would ensure his safety. If none of these hints are enough to convince you, one more detail might. Lee Jung-jae, who plays Gi-hun, asked Lee Byung-hun, who plays the frontman, which of the following theories was correct during an interview. He would have to eat a spicy chicken wing if he answered wrong. The theories were: the island is actually a ship. Gi-hun is the son of Oh Il-nam. The frontman is an undercover policeman. After a short pause, Byung-hun answered that none of the theories were correct, but Lee Jung-jae still told him to eat the wing. After a moment of confusion, Byung-hun joked that, of course, he couldn't spoil the ending of Season 3 by revealing which theory was right. Then he started eating the spicy wing. Besides the fact that this interview is hilarious and worth watching, it strongly hints at 2 major possibilities in Season 3. We will find out that Gi-hun really is Il-nam's son. We will finally uncover the true reason behind the frontman hosting the Squid Game. What do you think? Share your predictions in the comments. But there's one more strong theory that simply cannot be ignored. We'll highlight that in a moment. But for now, let's take a look at Gi-hun's fate in Season 3. Following Season 2, we know that Gi-hun enters the deadly games with the goal of stopping them. But he doesn't expect that he will just become another player again, wearing the same number and reliving the horror of watching people close to him die. We have no doubt that in this season, Gi-hun is determined to rescue the players, even if it costs him his own life. His fearlessness toward death was showcased even before the games began. When playing Dokji with the recruiter, Gi-hun had already accepted death as a possible outcome. During red light, green light, he risked his life to shield another player. Even in the tug-of-war game, he prioritized organizing other players into groups before securing his own safety. Starting a rebellion, Gi-hun knew this could lead to his own death. Yet he was unwavering in his mission to reach the game's owners and stop the bloodshed. But despite his best efforts, his actions ultimately led to him losing the most important person to him, player 390. Yoongbei was Gun's closest friend. Considering that Gun had already been ready to die many times before, This loss could completely break his concern for his own life and naturally lead to his future decision to exchange his life for someone else's, sacrificing himself to protect a loved one. Even though this is just an analysis of his actions, there were repeated hints in season 2 that provide real evidence. Player 044, who presented herself as a shaman, repeatedly reminded Gun that his destiny led him to this place. During the Mingle game, appearing in one room made her give another prophecy. Looking at player 212, who was pregnant and had entered the games to earn money for her and her baby's new life, she told Gun that his role would be fulfilled in this game. So, will Gun be the one to save player 212 and her unborn child, sacrificing his own life instead? Let's go back to a solid theory that will make you think about what will happen in season 3 in the future. Squid Game has already taught us to pay close attention to even the tiniest details. When Gun tries to avoid drinking milk in season 1, he reveals that he has lactose intolerance. Onam casually makes the comment that Gun is like his son, who also doesn't like milk. When compared to a similar scene in season 2, where the frontman Wang In-ho also avoids milk and tries to give it away, this seemingly innocent comment takes on new meaning. Is it possible that these connections point to a deeper connection between In-ho and Onam? After being wrongly accused of taking bribes and losing his job, Wang In-ho, a once dedicated police officer, lost faith in humanity. The reality, on the other hand, was a lot more devastating. In-ho was frantically trying to save his wife, but she tragically died because he couldn't pay for medical care. This loss might have been a turning point for him, leading him down a dark road and eventually becoming the frontman. The strong connection between In-ho and Onam was noticeable in season 1, when In-ho stood near Onam's bed right after his death, deliberately avoiding Gun. But this connection opens another shocking possibility. Could In-ho be Gun's brother, sharing the same father but having different mothers? It may sound like a wild theory, but how can we ignore the clues highlighted in this video? Share your thoughts in the comments. Do you think this connection will be revealed in season 3? Regardless of whether we witness a happy or tragic ending in season 3, there's something even bigger to look forward to. In a recent interview, Hwang Dong-hyuk, the director and creator of Squid Game, stated that he personally views the 3rd season as the conclusion of the story. Gun's journey will reach its final resolution, fulfilling the vision of showcasing the Squid Game story through his perspective. In addition to this shocking revelation, Hwang Dong-hyuk hinted at the possibility of redemption for the frontman in the series finale. However, fans were also given a glimmer of hope for continuation, as the director expressed openness to potential spin-offs. He mentioned that if he revisited the Squid Game universe, he would explore different characters and new stories, perhaps even a spin-off focusing on the masked guards. By tradition, we count how many days are left until the premiere, so comment below with how many days remain from the day you're watching this video. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss future videos. Your subscription is the best reward and inspiration for us to create more content. Like this video and stay tuned for more exciting details about your favorite series.